Fais yo, sauver la vie moi dans misère moi. Fais yo, petite moi malade yo menen kaungan. Petite moi malade yo menen kaungan. 6000 gangan. Sauver la vie moi dans misère moi. Fais yo.
Fais yo, sauver la vie moi dans misère moi.
Dis fais yo, sauver la vie moi dans misère moi.
Petite moi malade yo menen kaungan.
Petite moi malade yo
menen kaungan. Sauver la vie moi dans misère moi.
Souke, souke. Souke, souke. Wege yon ti chen ki le medan, le mbale li tende. Fey nan mwa o souke, monsieur.
Souke, souke.
Souke,
Souke. Wege yon chen ki le medan, le mbale li tende. Fey nan mwa o souke.
Di souke, souke. Souke, souke. Mwen gen yon ti chen ki le medan, le mbale tende. Fey nan mwa o souke, monsieur.
Souke, souke. Souke. Mwen gen yon ti chen ki le medan, le mbale tende. Fey nan mwa o souke.
Gamboa ba nou la Si moun gamboa yo, gamboa ba nou la vi otande. Wayo, souwe gamboa viye do balyo. Souwe gamboa viye do balyo. Sojè men va tourner anko.
Si moun gamboa yo, gamboa ba nou la vi otande. Wayo.
Si moun gamboa yo, gamboa ba nou la vi otande.
Wayo, souwe gamboa viye do balyo. Viye do balyo, sojè men va tourner anko.
Pendant ma pile feuille là, oh ayo. Pendant ma pile feuille ça, oh ayo. Pendant ma pile feuille là, faut que la terre a tremblé.
Pendant ma pile feuille là, oh ayo. Pendant ma pile feuille là, oh ayo. Pendant ma pile feuille là, faut que la terre a tremblé.
Pendant moi pile feuille ça, oh diabo. Pendant moi pile feuille là, oh ayo. Pendant moi pile feuille là, faut que la terre a tremblé.
Pendant ma pile feuille là, oh ayo. Pendant ma pile feuille là, oh ayo. Pendant ma pile feuille là, faut que la terre a tremblé.
Si moun gamboa yo, les arrivé, nous bois les ouais, y'a d'accord. Si moun gamboa yo, les arrivé, nous bois les ouais, y'a d'accord. On s'est monté. On s'est monté, jamais, jamais, jamais 3 fois.
Si moun gamboa yo, arrivé, nous bois les ouais, si n'a d'accord.
Si moun gamboa yo,
arrivé, nous bois les ouais, si n'a d'accord. De s'est monté, jamais, jamais, jamais 3 fois.
Hello, how are you in English? Bonsoir. Et pour le moment,
Je know you were on.
nous besoin pour suivre moi. Ou pas quitter nous rentrer? Pas ouais, essayer de sortir dans bouche nous. Joumou, sous indépendance 1804. OK? Ou connaissez l'histoire?
I do know.
Blanc américain, on va connaître. Regardez, carotte, on voit tes carottes. Gosse mal bourré tant coup, gosse mal mouillé. Chou. Pas qu'on fait chou. Bol. Gon 3 citrons et puis gen oignon. 6 patates et pas mettre un peu de patates. Nous même année ça nous besoin pâte et comment
You mean pasta? That's pasta right there. Like what?
Pasta. Ouvert. Non, blanc américain, on va connaître pasta et place. Ouvert becou. Pâte. Yes, pâte.
Though, like where's the meat? Y'all got vegetables.
Ou pas de viande, ou pas d'épices, ou pas de rien. Non, car c'est toujours de viande. Nous pas supposé mener viande.
I mean, probably downstairs.
Ok, madame, regardez, vous avez un bol pour moi. Allez. Casserole là.
It's cold.
Quand Nicole.
Get out my house.
A boy's idea of a man is everything he's told that a man is supposed to be. And everything a man is supposed to be is everything society told him to be. And society told the boy to be a man. And to be a man means that he would have to disown his own body to embody an ideation without question. It means that he would have to conquer his innate sense of empathy to acquire apathy. He must embrace hostility and feed his violent tendency. A boy must look suffering in the face with a straight face. He must not show emotions, because for a boy, emotions are seen, and to be seen, a boy must wear a thick skin. A boy must take his silly heart off his sleeves and swallow it, never to speak of it. He must learn to stomach rejection and unlearn compassion. A boy must shut up and man up. He must never speak up about his pain for risk of tainting his name with shame. A boy must die in silence. A boy must assume a stoic personality or risk showing vulnerability that will endanger his masculinity, because to society, a boy's masculinity is more important to his humanity. But still, a boy must be a sage. A boy must lead and protect. But tell me, how is a boy to lead with half his humanity? How is a boy to protect with half his sanity? How is he to care with a stoic personality? How can he fight the danger when he is a danger to himself? How can he love when he hates himself? How can a man keep the peace when even his own body is a battleground between his empathy and his idea of masculinity, and all the while fighting for his sanity? See, the boy and the man makes 50.3% of the global population, but somehow makes 75% of the suicide rate, and there is no decline till date. A boy's idea of a man is everything he's told that a man is supposed to be. And everything a man is supposed to be is everything society told him to be. And so a boy does not fully know what a man is. And a man does not fully know what a man is. And society has a flawed idea of what a man is. Yet, every day, we expect the boy to be a man.
But they used to hang us, including our babies. Okay. We must teach our children about the Black Holocaust. Jews teach their babies all the time. We play too much and we stay too long. So this baby's not too young, because not only would they hang him and his mother, sometimes they would cut him out of his mother's stomach. Turn around so you can take a picture. But this is a noose right here that they use. And he have no earthly idea. But it's up to the mother and father to teach these children. Teach them real history.
Yes.
Next one. Come on, handsome brother. They used to put this collar around your neck as a slave. When you tried to run off, the twigs and everything, the trees would catch and slow you down. That's why we have to preserve. Right here, these people are so barbaric, they made shackles for a baby. Put your hand in there, baby.
Look, he really. You think this a game?
Baby shackles.
Yeah, he does.
See right here. Okay? Now. There you go. You have property today. All right. Another shackle. Come on. And see how freely our church is putting their hand out to be shackled? You have to educate them on what these shackles, and see, I don't want you to do it because it's up to the mother and father to teach them. Okay? So when you get home, look up, Google shackles, and teach these babies what shackles all about. It's not my place. Come on, Jesus, man. Another shackle. This shackle will go on one leg, and the other shackle will go on this leg right here. And keep in mind, when they had shackles on you, you may be in the belly of the ship. You couldn't go to the restroom. And so that way, you was laying down in fecal material and urine for a long time, 3 or 4 months. And sometimes the rest would be nibbling on your toes and your face. We are African people. And so therefore, we play too much and stay too long. We have to take this serious now. These people are getting ready to try to genocide us. They're trying to kill us. Anytime they're cutting SNAP and WIC and Medicaid, they're coming after our babies, their knees on their neck, and they're coming after our elders. Are you all ready to participate? Yes. Are you ready to fight? Yes. Ashe.
Honor and respect, honor and respect, honor and respect. Divine, all blessed greetings and salutations. It is another edition of Revolutionary Hoodoo, New Orleans Voodoo Secrets and Recipes. On this 8th day of Christmas time, but also we honor and acknowledge Casse Gâteau, meaning breaking the cakes, referring to Ancestors Day, Jour des Oges, celebrated in Haiti on January 2nd, the day after New Year's, as a day to honor ancestors with traditional cakes, feasting, and remembrance, symbolizing the breaking of chains and the foundation of Haitian freedom after the revolution. It's a public holiday following Haiti's Independence Day, linking national liberation with ancestral respect, family gatherings, often featuring special dishes like gâteau de manioc or cassava cake. And so we acknowledge all the great holidays and celebrations and history that interlink and cross in the crossroads of this very powerful and important day. We certainly do continue to appreciate and invite your continued support of New Orleans International Voodoo Day. New Orleans National Voodoo Day is now New Orleans International Voodoo Day. And this shift in name reflects a truth we have always carried, that voodoo is both deeply local and profoundly global. Rooted in the rich soil of New Orleans and held in the hands of our community, our work continues to center the vibrant traditions, practitioners, and spiritual leaders right here at home. And at the same time, we move forward with deep gratitude for the international ties that made voodoo in New Orleans possible. We walk in the footsteps of those who carried these sacred traditions across oceans, guided by the ancestors, and shaped by generations of resistance, resilience, and ritual. This change is not a departure, it is a deepening, a fuller reflection of who we are and who we are becoming. We will continue to honor the local New Orleans voodoo community as the heart of this event, while strengthening the sacred connections that stretch from Haiti to Benin to the Congo and beyond. And we certainly thank you for continuing to grow with us as we enter this beautiful 2026 and the coming days and seasons that lie ahead. I always want to acknowledge and thank those who show up in the live chat for listening and participating and supporting this platform. My beloved godchild, Neophyte Bokor, we certainly do appreciate you. Mambo, Asagwe, Sally Ann Glassman, we certainly do appreciate you and yours. Indeed, respect to the ancestors. And I will be unmuting my beloved co-host and panelists momentarily. My godchild, first priest, armor bearer, and Black Hawk Voodoo wild man, Joshua Nylan Tanner, also an initiated member of La Source Fuel, and a committed member of NOIVD administrative team. Our beloved Queen Mother, Sister Toni Martinez, community activist, community mother, community agitator, if you will, always here to shake things up and keep things moving forward, and a grassroots activist in her own right. We also want to always acknowledge Elder Reggie. We identify here as Green Soap, the leader and founder of Shrine of the White Cloth, also a committed member of and co-administrator of NOIVD, New Orleans International Voodoo Day, and our beloved Queen Mother, Sister Bianca Johnson Plessy, an initiated member of The Source, as well as a committed co-administrator of NOIVD. NOIVD. And again, today we want to just take a moment to acknowledge the spirit, the seasons of the day. This being the 8th day of Christmas or Christmastide, when the world is still wrapped in winter's hush and the last embers of the old year glow beneath the ash. I stand before you as witness, as vessel, as voice. 8 days after the birth of light, 8 days after the return of hope, 8 days after the promise of renewal, we arrive at a threshold. 8 is the number of continuity, of infinity, of the looping path that returns us to ourselves, Sankofa. 8 is the drumbeat of the ancestors saying, walk forward, but remember where you come from. Sankofa says, go back and pick up that of value which we may have left behind. And on this day, the Christian calendar speaks of dedication, naming, and covenant. But in the Vodou world, in the African world, in the New Orleans world, we hear something deeper, a reminder that every breath requires a naming. Every birth requires a naming. Every naming requires a purpose. Every purpose requires a community to hold it up. And so on this 8th day, I call forth the spirits of continuity, the Loa who walk with us, the ancestors who built us, the nations who claim us, and the future generations who depend upon us. For today is not merely a date on a calendar. It is a portal, a drum, a breath, a promise. And as we stand in this sacred moment, we prepare ourselves for what is coming, for the rising of a new year, for the gathering of nations, for the celebration of New Orleans International Voodoo Day, May 23rd and 24th, and for the unfolding destiny of 2026. The spirit of continuity is why the 8th day matters. 8 is the number of Akboni, the elders who guard the mysteries. 8 is the number of the crossroads, where the living and the dead meet. 8 is the number of the infinite loop, the cycle that never breaks. And on the 8th day, we are remembered that and reminded that the work we do is older than us. The path we walk was cleared by hands we never met, and the blessings we carry are not ours alone. This is the day when the child becomes recognized, when the community speaks the intention over the newborn, when the breath of destiny is whispered into the ear. And so today we speak intention over ourselves, over our city, over our community, over our movement, over New Orleans International Voodoo Day, and over the year that is rising like a sun on the horizon. For the 8th day is not passive, it is not quiet, it is not small. It is the day when the veils thin just enough for us to hear the ancestors say, prepare yourselves, the work ahead is great. Now let us turn our eyes towards the coming season, towards May 23rd and 24th, towards the days when New Orleans will once again open her arms to the world, to the nations, to the spirits, to the ancestors, to the practitioners, to the curious, to the faithful, to the seekers, and to the ones who have been waiting for a sign. New Orleans International Voodoo Day is not an event. It is a return to dignity, a return to truth, a return to the global family of Voodoo, Voodoo, Hoodoo, and Juju. It is a bridge from New Orleans to Ouida, from Louisiana to Benin, from the diaspora to the Congo and the motherland and beyond, from the past to the future. And on these days, the drums will speak, the altars will rise, the nations will gather, the spirits will walk. And New Orleans, this city of crossroads, this city of saints and spirits, this city of gumbo and gree will stand as a beacon. Please mute, beloved, please mute. And New Orleans, this city of crossroads, this city of saints and spirits, this city of gumbo and gree will stand as a beacon, a lighthouse, a drum tower calling the world home. For too long, our traditions were whispered. For too long, our ancestors were misnamed. And for too long, our practices were misunderstood. But now we stand in the open. Now we stand in the sun. Now we stand in the fullness of our inheritance. And on May 23rd and 24th, we will declare to the world, Vodou is alive, Vodou is global, Voodoo is sacred, Voodoo is ours. And this is the work of continuity. This is the work of the 8th day. This is the work of the ancestors speaking through us. Between this 8th day of Christmas and the rising of Voodoo Day, there is work to be done. Not the work of stress, not the work of chaos, but the work of alignment, the work of cleansing what must be released, strengthening what must endure, and calling forth what must be born. This is the season to refreshing the altars, to speak to the ancestors, to honor the Loa, to reconnect with community, to prepare the body, prepare the mind, and to prepare the spirit. For Voodoo Day is not a performance. It is a ceremony. It is a pilgrimage. It is a reunion. And every reunion requires preparation. So let this season be one of intention. Let this season be one of clarity. Let this season be one of devotion. For when May rises, we must be ready, not only to celebrate, but to receive. So this dawning of 2026, a new year, a new cycle, and now as we stand at the gate of opportunity, we acknowledge the turning of this great wheel. A new year is not merely a date. It is a spirit, it is a force, it is a visitor that stays with us for 12 months. And this year, 2026, comes with the energy of revelation, restoration, of rebuilding and reconnection. This is a year when old truths rise to the surface. Hidden paths become visible. Communities rediscover their strength, and traditions reclaim their rightful place. This is a year when the ancestors say, stand tall, walk boldly, do not shrink. For 2026 is a year of global alignment, a year when the diaspora remembers itself, a year when the nations speak to one another again, a year when the drums of Benin echo in the streets of New Orleans, and the songs of New Orleans rise like incense over the shores of West Africa. This is the year when the work we have been preparing begins to bear fruit. This is the year when the seeds planted in silence break through the soil. This is the year when the world begins to understand what we have always known, that Vodou is not superstition, it's not spectacle, it's not shadow, but heritage, science, philosophy, community, spirit, and life. And so now on this New Year's Day and this coming carnival season, we step forward with purpose, we step forward with clarity, we step forward with pride. For the path ahead is bright and the ancestors walk with us. As we begin to unmute our beloved panelists and co-hosts, and I provide my closing benediction, the infinite path, this 8th day of Christmas, this threshold of a new year, this road leading towards May 23rd and 24th, this coming carnival season and Mardi Gras Day, I speak this blessing. May your steps be guided. May your spirit be strengthened. May your ancestors walk before you. May your purpose rise within you. May your community surround you. May your destiny unfold with grace. For we are the children of survivors. We are the heirs of kingdoms. We are the keepers of mysteries. We are the bridge between worlds. And as we move towards Voodoo Day 2026, and we move towards the gathering of nations, and we move towards the unfolding of this beautiful coming year, we do so with the knowledge that we are chosen, we're called, and we are ready. May the spirits bless you. May the ancestors protect you. May the path open before you. Ashe, AYIBOBO, Mawo bless you. Lisa bless us. Amen. And so, what say you, our beloved panelists and co-hosts? Joshua, Nylan, Tanner, please do come on in. Elder Reggie, please do unmute your mic and come on in. Sister Bianca Johnson Plessy, do unmute your mic and come on in. What say you and how you doing?
Good evening, everyone.
Oh. Good evening. Good evening. How you guys doing today?
All right. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. How's everyone doing out there this evening?
Yeah, all is
there
well.
Is some things that I wanted to start off with. I know that we was kind of talking about the January 2nd, like what marks as the Ancestor Day in Hades. And I really like what you were saying. I really do think that is important, even though we should be acknowledging and honoring our ancestors every day, or everybody may not be able to honor it every day, but majority of the time we should be. But today will be an important day for that, and that's just honoring for either the soldiers who have died, like our ancestors who have fought in war and all that stuff through the Haitian Revolution and independence and other different wars, and also just the slavery in our regular ancestors without them fighting in war. Because to me, I feel like it don't have to be war, because our ancestors still fought and struggled through whatever that they might have called war in their situation. Even if it could have just been through surviving through slavery, or surviving through police brutality, or through racial, through the racial time, when there was like, no blacks, no whites, through all the time through Martin Luther King. And so I feel like that has been a big thing even up to this day now, with the struggles and also fighting and also conquering and succeeding, that to become a better person of what we are now. Even though we are still going through a lot of struggles and fight, but it do make us stronger, because we are being reminded of what our ancestors have done for us and what they have been through. And when we're telling these stories and doing these different shows, or doing these different programs, or these different ceremonies where a lot of us in the community can come together, it is a refresher. It is a reminder, because a lot of us do lose out of contact with that, because we get so caught up with our everyday busy lives that we don't really get a chance to take the time to sit back and be thankful and honor our ancestors. So when we do have this to bring people in the community, it is a good reminder for us to think about that and honor those.
Yes, I shade to that, Sister Bianca. If you will, I'd like to come in on beautiful topic, Divine Prince, and our collective audience and my esteemed panel. 8th day of Christmas tide, if you will, just bear with me, please. On the 8th day of Christmas, the gift is 8 maids of milking, which can inspire various creative and thoughtful gift ideas. This can be interpreted in various ways, often leading to gifts that are related to milk or dairy products, or even items that promote relaxation and self-care. And I brought that up because I wanted to pin in on promoting relaxation and self-care. In the prayers that I do, I always ask people to take a minute out for their own personal self, their own personal care, because we get caught up in the ripping and running through our life, family, kids, and everyone else, and we neglect ourselves sometimes. So if we can take a minute or even 8 minutes at a time to just reflect on yourself, be easy on yourself, be creative with yourself. And I really think the 8th day of Christmastide is kind of chiming in on that for me. But also gifts for this time frame is there's milk baths, there's spiritual baths, of course. There's even drinking hot chocolate as they bring forward, just things just to relax the mind and body. Because as the year moves forward, there's a lot of work and responsibilities that's going to need to be accomplished. And before the task gets started, before the year fully kicks in, remember yourself. And that's what I wanted to add.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally agree, Elder Reggie. And I mean, also what Bianca had kind of brought up, I think that what both of you guys brought up kind of tied together in terms of, taking time to thank your ancestors and look back on what our ancestors have done in terms of paving a way for us here and making things a little bit easier on us, even though we have our day-to-day struggles and things that we go through. We know that things are not perfect in the way that even our ancestors would like things to be right now for us. So it is still an ongoing fight that we're fighting, but we can pull strength from the past and from those stories and from their accomplishments and up against the things that they had to face during their time. So I do think that's a way of actually kind of spending time with yourself and also kind of relaxing and understanding that you're not alone in this fight,
Mhm.
and it's an ongoing fight, and it's a fight that we will continue and we will persevere through and find strength by holding on to each other and holding on to our stories and making sure that we um, continue to push forward the narrative of our ancestors and keep it fresh on our minds so it can fuel us and also for our next generation so they can understand when they face these things in their life or if they have their trials. I mean, because life always have its trials. um,
Mhm.
you will have the strength to be able to look back into those stories and pull from. As I sit here and sew for Mardi Gras and sew
Mhm.
stories within my suit for this year, I can't help but to think about that. So as I'm on this podcast with you guys live, and
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's onward and onward to the new year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, Brother Reggie, what do you think about how do you think this year Voodoo Day gonna be? Because I know that like last year when we had it, it was like raining and storming, but I felt like it still was good, that we still kept pushing forward with that because we did show as a unity and as a group, that we did not let the rain and the storm stop us. We still took that walk,
Yeah.
the same way as how our ancestors took the walk, because they didn't let no storm, they did not let no rain, they did not let nothing stop them when they took that walk. And I felt like that, we still continue to do that. And I felt like it did turn out to be great, after all that, and still managed to push through. We had a lot of guests that came from Africa, and it in Hades and a couple other places too. So it was a good big turnout. And I just wanted to know, what are you thinking about for this year? How you think this going to be like a good turnout? What are you thinking about the turnout for this year?
Yeah. Thank you, Sister Bianca, for that. Yes, 2025 New Orleans International Voodoo Day was excellent. Even though, as you mentioned, we got rain that day, but that was okay. The spirits, the ancestors, and the gods supported our event in spite of. But we know water brings forth water brings forth cleansing sometimes. And so, in spite of all that, there was some cleansing that took place that needed to take place. And when you look with your third eye, sometimes the spirit is in control of this. So for 2026, we're starting off in a powerful year. The vibes is good. The energy is right. And so I see Voodoo Day for 2026 is going to be powerful because one, we standing on righteousness, we standing on ancestors, and we standing on the love of each other. We all go to, as I said, trials and tribulations, and we get pulled to other things, but we find a way to come back and control and hold each other accountable. And with that, we're standing on something that's going to make 2026 New Orleans International Voodoo Day very, very powerful. But one other piece I would like to add to that, because since we have added the new moon ritual, which is allowing us as a community to come together more frequently instead of just one time a year, that is giving us something to build on. And it's going to show when we come out, as the Mardi Gras Indians say, we're coming out looking pretty that day. We're coming out to show the hard work and labor we've been doing all year. As Brother Joshua made mention of sowing, he's sowing right now. You guys don't see that. But when he comes out Mardi Gras Day, you're going to see the beauty in the hard work and labor that he put in. And to mimic that, as we move forward for the New Orleans International Voodoo Day, we're going to have a pretty suit that day, Sister Bianca.
Yes, indeed. And I don't want to, certainly I don't want to overshare, but we may very well have some new partners coming in this year, even maybe a new country or two that will be joining our team in our very special event that weekend. So we're certainly looking forward to it, excited about it, but still have a great deal of work that needs to be done. And we continue to invite your support, your donations, and your sponsorship. We have several tier layers available in terms of becoming a sponsor that help in not only promoting your business, your enterprise, but also helping promote the event itself. Becoming a sponsor helps to show your support for culture, community across just local lines, but certainly international lines with an event such as this. So we continue to invite your participation, your support. It's not too late, but it's also not too early for those of you who wish to participate and sponsor and have your names, businesses, logos show up on the brochures, the pamphlets, and the other material for this event.
Yes, can I please piggyback a little bit off of Divine Prince, please? Also, we are taking sponsors, but we're also taking donations too. And don't any amount we'll take because we appreciate it for the work we are trying to do. And if you can make a small donation, either through the website to Divine Prince or one of the other esteemed panels on the board, please get in contact with us. And we're taking donations too. It's all for a good, noble cause.
And you certainly can visit us at www.vodouday.org. VoodooDay.org. I believe we do have a Zelle or a PayPal link embedded in the website. And we certainly are always thankful and appreciative of those of you in Facebook. My Facebook profile, Elder Reggie's Shrine of the White Cloth Facebook group, my New Orleans back. Oh shoot, I can't think of the name of our group, Toni, and Toni's not here. We got a group in Facebook, two groups in Facebook, our Black Hawk Voodoo group, but also a community group. And we certainly appreciate those of you who listen and participate from there. We certainly appreciate our LinkedIn listeners and audience. We have a huge international following from Africa and the Middle East and Asia and the Caribbean and South America that listen and comment and participate by way of LinkedIn. We certainly are thankful for YouTube and our listenership, Twitter, X, and certainly to our faithful, committed Instagram listenership and participants. Empress Ramira Samadi, we certainly appreciate you for coming through. Raymond Goodman Jr., we certainly appreciate your attendance tonight. I am Shakira. Greetings and salutations to you and yours. M.R. Page, thank you so much for coming through. Starseed, the Cosmic Twunk, we certainly do appreciate you for coming through. Mermaid of Spring, greetings and salutations. Samuel, beloved of Sophia, greetings to you and yours. Reese 11, thank you for coming through. Guapo Haitian Senator, we certainly do appreciate you. And Annabelle Lawful 2000, thank you so much for coming through. We certainly invite your continued support and participation throughout the year as we continue to bring you this edifying, historic, somewhat entertaining platform each and every weeknight at 9 p.m. U.S. Central Standard Time. And we look forward to meeting you here again on Monday night. All is truly and indeed a blessing. And again, thank you so much for your continued support. Elder Reggie.
Yeah, our tomorrow class. Well, tomorrow is the 9th day of Christmas. That's drums between the manger, and the motherland. But that's tomorrow night. We feed Legba on the Wolf Moon at 6:30 p.m. on Saturday, January the 3rd, and the Source Asinine Onfu Peristyle. That address is 3319 Rosalie Alley, New Orleans, Louisiana, and that is in the Bywater area. Our new moon ritual, prayer, and application ceremony will occur on the new moon Sunday, January the 18th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. in the Zodiac of Capricorn. That location is 710 Cluid Street. We call that area the Cluid Gardens. And what we are doing is a ritual of spiritual warfare and gathering. Please come out and support us, and also support yourself with this event. With that, I say, lest we forget, the spiritual medicine of voodoo brings healing and relief from the shackles of slavery that binds the master and the slave to the same chain of social division. Please remember the New Orleans International Voodoo Day, and that day is May 23rd for the symposium. May 24th, we do a procession and we do an actual ritual at Congo Square. With that, I say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Good night, everyone. We love you all, and we'll see you Monday, January the 5th.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, and Odabo.
Good night.
Please, allow me to show you something.
They say I'm crazy and that might be true. I got this right in my DNA, yet I'm coming for you. It's time we turn the tables, flip these motherfuckers on you. I wanna see you hanging from trees, it's time you pay for your dirt and your showtime. You created the monster, you created the beast. Now all this savagery you just gon' reap. I'm coming home, daddy, to the plantation, and I'm taking the lives of everybody, including the children, on some Nat Turner. Do you hear that sound? It's about to go down. Unleash the beast, we about to tear this motherfucker down. Do you hear that sound? It's about to go down. Unleash the beast, we about to tear this motherfucker down. I met my girl Harriet at the gate. If you wanna know how she doing, yeah, she's straight. But she had one question: when we gon' get up? All that talking tough, yeah, we don't walk it tough. She got it locked and loaded, got that piece up on her side. She looked me in my eyes and said, "Meet you ready to ride?" Moving forward, you gotta use both eyes. Watch your front and watch your back. Keep your hands up on your gas. Do you hear that sound? It's about to go down. Unleash the beast, we about to tear this motherfucker down. Do you hear that sound? It's about to go down. Unleash the beast, we about to tear this motherfucker down. He sit at the table, but he don't order no bacon. He greet me in those words, assalamu alaikum. Got them glasses on his face and them waves in his head. He go by the name a Detroit red. He looks me in my eye and says you only get one try. Know that your biggest opposition will come from the inside. I know you wanna love them all, but don't even try, because they'll smile up in your face while plotting your demise. Do you hear that sound? It's about to go down. Unleash the beast, we about to tear this motherfucker down. Do you hear that sound? It's about to go down. Unleash the beast, we about to tear this motherfucker down. We are the children of the ancestors that weren't punk bitches.